Good morning, Night City, and welcome back to the channel. It's Smashy here, and we are back finally in Cyberpunk 2077. I cannot tell you in words whatsoever how happy I am that I am going to be going back into this game. We have been waiting and waiting for so long for a huge patch to drop, and I can finally say it is here. It is installing right now on my PC. So it's patch number 1.2. It is quite a sizable download. It's 29 gigabytes. So just make sure that before you start installing, if you'd like to install overnight, just make sure that you've got that HDD space in order to do that. There is so much in here, and I'm hoping for the people who've had the game refunded, or perhaps you've bought the game and given up on it early. I really hope that there is something in here that will get you back into the game, because I do really think that this game has so much potential. I'm one of the few people, I feel, that really love this game. It got released within a lockdown within England, and for me, I immersed myself so much into this game. So it is fantastic to see that the game has now got what it needs in terms of a comprehensive update, rather than just little hot fixes here and there. So what I'm going to do with you is, first of all, I'm going to just show you these patch notes because it is huge. So going straight into it, the team there have a full patch note available. You can see the link at the top. It was tweeted out, so if you are following Cyberpunk on Twitter, you'll be able to get the link that way as well. So patch 1.2 patch notes, list of changes. If you think I am going through every single one of these, there are not enough hours in the day for me to go over all of them. And to be honest, because I all but finished the game, I don't really remember half of the quests. I've done so many of them that gone out of my memory. But what the team have done is divided this into 11 sections. All of the points are very easy to read. They're not really elaborated on. They're very simple answers to all of the issues we've been having. Starting with gameplay. So the gameplay updates are quality of life, really. So just as an example, the top one here, the NCPD spawn radius for when the player commits a crime has been increased. So previously, what would happen if you accidentally shot a pedestrian instead of a gang member, which I used to do all the time? You might find that within seconds you have police that have just randomly spawned, and they don't drive up to you or anything like that. The NPCs literally just appear on your head and start shooting. And then obviously you have to, you know, run away. There's no benefit in really shooting them because you just increase your wanted level. So there's all different sorts of things in here that affect your quality of life. Car sensitivity is another nice one that I liked, because what I find with cars is that you get out of one car, get into another car, and it's got completely different handling. So I think that that will be great for a lot of people. I found I used to steer into walls and all sorts, so I hope that that affects people. I have a favourite car and a favourite bike that I like to use because I know how they handle. I like the braking, I like the turning, and it means that I'll be able to use a lot more vehicles than I have been doing. There's some really random things in here. If you have unlocked that quest, the special quest to find the cat, you can now buy the cat food instead of farming it. When I found the cat, luckily I'm a bit of a hoarder. I had it in my inventory already, but there's people who will have had to have farmed that. So yeah, again, just little tiny quality of life increases. The second section is quests. So Quests speaks for itself. There's various different issues within quests themselves. And as you can see, there was quite a lot of issues, and these have been addressed. What I've been doing is using the Control F function on my browser, just to see if the issues that I specifically had problems with have been addressed, and they have been. So that's how I would recommend having a look through this if you do not want to read the full list. Now, open world, so you're not just looking at the actual story of the game, you're looking at things like gigs, the kind of optional content that you don't have to do, getting stuck in combat issues, all different sorts of things in there. Not too many of those, but there are some good points. Cinematic design, so there were problems with clipping and things like that, and the way that you go in and come out of cinematics, various different glitches to do with the quality of the cinematics that have been amended. Environment and levels, so environment and levels, there were various different spelling mistakes, glitches, yet again, things floating where they shouldn't be, players getting stuck in certain places. I got stuck under a bridge once, and hopefully they've addressed all the ones that have been reported. Rain would be present in covered areas. Yes, I experienced that one myself. Graphics, audio, animation. So you'll be happy to hear that the famous T-posing is under here. Everybody seemed to be quite fond of that, we'll say. Lighting effects, NPCs still talking when they die. There have been times where I've been doing missions and I've been looking around for the guy that's shouting at me, and I can't find him anywhere. I can't find him, he's not on the map, but somebody's shouting at me. So hopefully that will have fixed now. UI, so problems, you know, UI user interface, problems with buttons, problems with the way the general layout looks. There are some great ones in here, as I've said. Control panels, there's various glitches that have been occurring, and now these seem to mostly have been resolved. It's really difficult because obviously I don't have a full list of everything that was wrong with the game because there were so many things. Stability and performance, so this is focused mostly on the PS4, for example. Last generation consoles is the issue. Obviously I can't really speak for that because I'm a PC player, but this is where it comes in that things have happened for you guys. Miscellaneous, so these are obviously things that don't really fit into any of the other sections, to do with various different controllers, hiding NPC names, all different sorts of things. And then at the bottom you have the two different PC and console specific updates. I'm just going to put a highlight over the console specific ones because I believe that there's a lot of people who are feeling a lot more, you know, negative about the game than perhaps the PC players. It does specifically relate to the PS4 in various places, as well as the Xbox One and Xbox One X. And many more, so goodness knows what those many more are. Now, I have read the comments and I have read the Twitter comments, and I'm not seeing a lot of positivity that's come out of this, and I honestly believe that the team have held their hands up and at CD Projekt Red and admitted to the challenges that they faced. And I think it's one of those things that what's happened has happened. Obviously I'm disappointed with the game, but I also see the benefits, and the game was there, as I said, when I needed it to be. I needed to have that immersiveness that would take me out of all the challenging times we're having in the world at the moment. So I really hope that this is a means to continue, and it's not only that, but I feel that the studio have gone through challenges themselves with staffing, as well as you know, cyber attacks that they've had, and I really just hope that things start calming down and they can really start making this game a lot more enjoyable, and you know, the DLCs etc that are going to be coming, instead of resolving all of these bugs, which yes, they shouldn't have to, but I hope that they can start looking into a means for us to have more content rather than amendments to the content that we should and do already have. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you into the game just to see if the issue with second conflict has been resolved and whether I can finally complete this game. And I say that because I feel that it's a main story quest, and I personally, I'm a bit of a I'm obsessed with completing something in full. I'm a bit obsessive when it comes to that. So what I want to do is make sure that I want everything completed before I go in that lift at the very end for the ending of the game. So I will see you guys in just a sec. Hi guys, it's Smashy again. I've just ported back into the game. I'm just, for the first time in a couple of months, I'm having a look around, and you know what? Visually, I believe the game looks very different. I think that just looking around, things look less grainy. This is minimum graphics for the purpose of streaming and making videos, but it looks perfect to how it was previously. So I have very high hopes. I'm not seeing any visual glitches or anything like that so far. Everything seems very clear and beautiful, you know, what you'd expect really from Cyberpunk. So as you can see, I even left my character outside of the Totentans, which is part of the second conflict quest, and I'm gonna cross the road. Bom bom de dum dum, and we're going to see if we can get this quest completed. I don't think they pay attention to zebra crossings in America. I'm not really sure. Oh well, didn't die. So my guns have gone, which is normal. As I said in my last video, your guns do disappear. So I'm scrolling my mouse, nothing's happening. The issue that I have been having with this quest is when I get into the lift in order to leave the Totentans, it doesn't register. So I'm just going to go back up and see if I can collect my NPC and leave. Oh God. Please, 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 please. And then I'll be able to finish the game. This is so nerve-wracking. I really want to finish the game because it's so good.
Why is the elevator so damn slow in this dump?
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you, Nancy.
So what? Giving up on your story? I won't learn anything about Maelstrom's music? Got lots of footage. Need to look through it, see what I can patch together.
Oh my God. I don't want to talk over it because this is actually the first time I've heard it. Oh God, I'm so happy.
Come on. Fuck. Just hope the car's still where I parked it.
You hope the car is still where you parked it.
Really should have talked to the asses from Tinnitus.
Nancy, you've been in there for like 2 or 3 months.
Rick invited me to one of their gigs. Problem is the lineup changes every time.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm not stopping this and pausing it until I know that it's worked. Oh, it's raining now. Gosh, even the rain looks beautiful. Doggo, stop it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Am I going to leave? See, just look. The game even looks beautiful when it's raining. I mean, it started...
Fuck's sake! Oh, could have been worse. This way you got a souvenir. Fuck souvenirs.
Somebody
Head
dented
straight
a
back to
car.
the editing room. Wanna talk? Gotta come with me.
Clunker like this, hope it gets us there in one piece.
Right, so the next step is for me to get into the car. That is just brilliant. I can't tell you how happy I am. Bum bum dee dum dum. Looks like I'm going to have to put Final Fantasy on hold for a little while, guys, because I now am able to finally complete Cyberpunk 2077. I've been waiting for this for such a long time. Thank you so much to CD Projekt Red for fixing that for me. For me. They've done it just for me. Thank you so much to the team for putting so much effort into the most recent patch. I was so scared that I was going to have to start this game from scratch again, and I wouldn't like to say how many hours I've actually played. Okay, I'll show you how many hours I've played. Here you go, guys. 153.8 hours. So yeah, 153.8 hours later, I'm finally going to be able to complete this game. Literally the only thing left on that map to complete is I need to buy cars. I've completed every side job. I've completed every police heist, everything. So I'm finally going to be able to close this chapter until the DLC comes. What do you guys think? Are you happy with the patch from what you've read? Have you been into the game yet, as I have, to try things out? I'd be really interested in hearing your thoughts. Have CD Projekt Red managed to rescue this game as such, or do you think it's too late? Yeah, please keep the conversation coming. Be delighted to read your thoughts. If you would be so kind to drop me a like on this video, as well as subscribe, and I'll be coming back at you with some more content soon. Thank you very much for watching.